Yeah, peace, peace. It's your brother Shemayala. Want to give all praises, glory, honor, and thanksgiving to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahushai. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Yeah, man. You know, guys. They're gonna in the last days be seduced by spirits. You know what I'm saying? To deceive the very elect. Try to deceive the very elect. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be deceived by doctrines of devils, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers they falling for this, because this is what's going to be taking place in the last days. You're going to have a lot of deception going on. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, brothers wouldn't even in their right mind be entertaining this particular doctrine if no one brought it out to their attention. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they went into the scriptures for themselves to see, well, let me see if the earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? Let me take it upon myself. It wasn't like the spirit just hit them one day and was like, let me question whether or not the earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? Because all of this is just being brought about by Satan, man. Okay? And they really wouldn't even be taking it into consideration if the devil himself wouldn't have been bringing it up. But let me show you what this brother's saying here, man. All right. And this is ridiculous that we even have to go over this. You know what I'm saying? This should be like basic foundation. Simple understanding, man. It shouldn't have to be. This shouldn't have to be mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures tell you. What is it? Get in Hebrews real quick. Hebrews 5, verse 12. For when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. And this is something that should not even have to be discussed. This is like milk. You know what I'm saying? But brothers entertain it because Jake like to be entertained. He like to look into the latest fashion and fads, things like that. But check out what this brother's saying.
Alright, Shalom, man. It's obviously plain, that the earth is flat, and pretty much.
And he gonna show you a photo of a perspective of the earth. You know what I'm saying? From a bird's eye view. And you really can't get the understanding that the earth is a round or a sphere based on looking at the earth from that perspective. You know what I'm saying? The earth is pretty much it's a big planet. It's a gigantic sphere. You know what I'm saying? So when you're on the ground or looking at the earth from a bird's eye view, you're gonna have the perspective of the earth being flat. Okay? Because you're a finite being. You're like an ant crawling around on the ground. Okay, that's the perspective that we have, like an ant. Okay, we're ants on the Most High's ant farm. Okay, you're just a little scurrying ant going across the ground. That's all you are. So from your perspective, it's gonna look flat. Okay, but you have to do further analysis to conclude that the earth is not flat, man. Okay, and you obviously have not done that. But let's continue.
Which I'm going to be going into the Quran, showing that it speaks about, a flat earth.
See, he going into the Quran. You know what I'm saying? What the scriptures say, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, not one of these shall fail, and none shall want her mate. So why you going into the Quran? What, you a Muslim now, huh? You rolling with ISIS. That's what it is. Alright, let's continue.
You know? I mean, all you gotta do is look at the horizon, man. Look at the horizon. What does horizon mean, man? What does horizon mean, man? Look at the horizon, man. It'll tell you.
You're looking at it from your perspective of an ant. You're a finite being on the ground. What are you talking about? All you gotta do is look at the horizon. Okay, let's get this. Let me show you this video real quick. Now, hold up. Before I get the video, the Earth has an atmosphere, right? Now, why would the Earth have an atmosphere if the Earth was flat? Because key word in the word atmosphere is sphere. Okay, a sphere is a three-dimensional object. Do I have to get the shape for you? Now I got to pull out shapes for you. Now I got to take it back to kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? For you niggas. It's a damn shame, man. Sphere, you see that? Let's get some images of a sphere. There you go. ABC 1, 2, 3. Jackson 5 is easy as ABC 1, 2, 3. You see that? That's a sphere, man. Now the Earth has an atmosphere, which means the atmosphere, the sky, goes around the Earth, man. Okay? It's that simple. It goes around the Earth. It's a sphere. The sky is a sphere going around the Earth. Okay? So you talking about you got to look at the horizon. That's a perspective that you're seeing from your from being on the ground. Or if you were in a tall building, you would see the same thing. All right, let's get this video, man. Listen to what this guy says.
The most important thing to understand is that the horizon is flat. That's right. From our vantage point, even from a high mountain or an airplane, the horizon is flat. Flat earthers, and also...
You heard what he said? Even from a mountain or an airplane, the horizon is flat. So it would look flat from that perspective. So when you have this photo here in your video of showing the Earth, yeah, it would look flat. The Earth would look flat. Okay? This Saints of Yahweh Shah. It would look flat. Okay? But let's continue, man. But the Earth ain't flat, man.
So many globalists, for lack of a better term, seem to think that the horizon should look curved to us. That's flat wrong. And I think this is the single biggest reason there even is a flat earth community. The biggest source of confusion. You are expecting to see a curve where there is none to be seen. You are looking for the wrong thing. To picture what I mean, look at this orange. If I take a thin slice of it, I get a round disc. The edges of it, where the knife cut through, is a flat circle. That is what you see when you look at the horizon.
Right. Now imagine you being so small that you would stand right there in the middle of that white part of the orange. You so small that when you're looking out, or if you even go a few hundred feet above that into the atmosphere, it would still look like the Earth is flat. But when you're looking at it from that perspective, it would look like that. But actually, when you look at the horizon, you're looking at the curve of the Earth, man. Let's continue, man.
The edges of a circle. The edges don't curve side to side, they run straight across our view. And since we are always in the center of the circle, They don't curve down. When you can see the horizon in all directions, it is the same distance away in all directions. So when you spin around, it looks exactly like a straight line and comes back around to join itself.
Right. And you notice, you look at them cars, look how small them cars are. Have you ever been in an airplane? Like, you fly in an airplane, you look down, man, them things look like damn ants. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the perspective you're gonna have just looking at the earth on looking at the horizon from the ground and looking at it a few hundred feet above the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Think about that. If it were curved down, it would not come back around and join itself at the same level. Even from a high mountain or from an airliner, the horizon is flat because the Earth is so big and we are so close to it. All we are ever going to see is a small, flat, round slice of the ball of the Earth. There's a handy website that will calculate the distance to the horizon for any viewing height, and it also tells you how much of an object will be hidden behind the horizon if it's past the horizon. The site is metabunk.org/curve. Let's look at an example. This is the view from the J.P. Morgan Chase Tower, the tallest building in Houston.
Now notice when he shows you the distance from that building, you know what I'm saying, in Houston, and the distance between that, the building and the horizon, is going to be like, I think 36 miles. And that's basically the distance from that building all around in its vicinity, in its radius. We'll watch what he say.
The observation deck is 879 feet above the flat Texas landscape. According to the Metabunk site calculation, the horizon is about 36 miles away.
Right.
So this is what the horizon looks like on a map. A circle with a 36-mile radius.
So, if you standing right there in the middle of where that Houston building is, and you're looking out in the distance, okay, you're looking at the edge. That horizon that you're looking at is the edge of that radius. Okay, you're looking at the edge of the horizon, which is the curve of the Earth, man. If it were flat, you would be able to continue to see the land all across. You know what I'm saying? You will be able to see the land beyond that curve, but you don't see it because the curve goes downward in a downward direction. So your sight of view is cut off, so you don't see anything. You don't continue to see anything else. Now notice too that the distance from that building to 36 miles out is a small space compared to the rest of the Earth. Now check this out.
As we zoom out, you can see what a small part of the Earth this is. Under 1% of the Earth's diameter of 7,918 miles.
Right, you see how small that space is? That's your perspective, man. So when you're looking at this, excuse me, when you're looking at this photo here, that's what you're seeing. You're only seeing probably about 36 miles out towards the horizon, even in the sky, man. Now if you're on the ground, you probably most likely seeing less than 36 miles, but if you up above, you probably will see more. But regardless, you still seeing a small percentage of the Earth, man, compared to the rest of it. So from that perspective, like I said, the Earth will look flat, but it's not, man. You got all this other land that needs to be accounted for. And if the Earth was flat, you should be able to see all of that other land, but you don't, because the Earth is round, man. It's a curve. And when you look at the horizon from our perspective, okay, the Earth looks flat, but it's not, man. All right, let's continue.
And when we show it edge on, you can really see that it is just a small, flat.
Look at that dot, man. Compared to the rest of the Earth. I think this is Google Map or something. Or Google Earth. That's a dot, man. So imagine how small you are within that dot that's in that J.P. Morgan Chase Tower building. Okay, it's gonna look like the Earth flat, man. See the Most High and His works is mighty. Okay, it blow your mind. It make you would think that the Earth is flat because you such a small thing on the Earth, and from your perspective it looks flat. But when you zoom out, man, that thing is huge. Okay.
Round slice of the large Earth. But getting back to the orange, you might be thinking that the slice of the orange is not flat. It curves down in all directions from the center. Well, yes, that is true for the orange, and it's also true for the Earth. And you can clearly see that on the orange. But on the Earth, it is simply impossible to see, because the Earth is so tremendously big.
Right.
If you are 6 feet tall, and you stand at the shore of the ocean, or on a flat desert plain, the horizon is about 3 miles away. And the change in vertical height...
You heard that? The horizon will be 3... Oh, let me take it back.
Or on a flat desert plain, the horizon is about 3 miles away. And it is simply impossible to see, because the Earth is so tremendously big. If you are 6 feet tall, and you stand at the shore of the ocean, or on a flat desert plain, the horizon is about 3 miles away.
See?
And the change in vertical...
He said if you're 6 feet tall and you at the surface of the ocean and look at the horizon, he said the horizon is about 3 miles away, man. That's not... See, in the building, when he was showing the footage of the J.P. Morgan building, all right, you were able to see it 36 miles from that building, the horizon. But when you on the ground looking at the horizon, okay, you can only see it 3 miles off. So you see, the lower you are to the ground, the further you are to the ground, the less of the horizon you can see, the less far out you can see. You know what I'm saying? So it would look flat even more if you on the ground. It's all about perspective, man.
The height of the surface is only 1.5 feet, spread evenly over the entire 3 mile distance. You just aren't going to be able to see that. It's way too subtle. As an illustration, this is a Google Earth picture of the New York City skyline from Caven Point, New Jersey, just over 3 miles away. The Earth does indeed curve down away from the viewer in this picture, but it is just about 1.5 feet spread over 3 miles, so it is just too slight to see. The Statue of Liberty is in the picture, and it's 305 feet tall, and only 1.2 miles away, and look how small it looks. But if the horizon is flat, how does it prove around Earth, you might ask? It's what happens when objects are past the horizon that reveals the curve.
Right, and that's the key right there. When objects go past the horizon, that proves that the Earth is round, man. Okay, because if it was flat, things that go past the horizon, you would be able to continue to see them. Okay, and he's about to show you this. Watch.
Sailors, for many centuries, have noticed that ships sailing away from you in the distance disappear bottom first and sail last. If you live near a large body of water, you can easily see this for yourself with binoculars or a telescope. But here is a video you can watch of a cruise liner going over the horizon. See the link in the description.
Now you see that cruise boat was on the water before the horizon, but as it kept going farther and farther out, that cruise ship went behind that horizon, which proves that the Earth is round, man. It's that simple. Now you talking about all you gotta do is look at the horizon. Well, shit, I just looked at the horizon. I saw a cruise ship go past the horizon. Okay, why does it disappear if the Earth was flat?
Description for the full video. This only works on a curved Earth. The view of the ship is obviously going behind the curve, and you can always calculate exactly how far away this will happen, depending on how high you are up from the water. The higher up, the farther away the horizon. Flat earthers try to explain.
You said the higher you up, the farther away the horizon. So, from the sky, you still have a flat looking Earth. You know what I'm saying? I already explained that pretty much.
This phenomenon away in a few ways. Some claim that the ships aren't actually hidden by the curve, on away in a few water.
But listen to what he say about these flat earthers and how they try to say that doesn't prove that the Earth is round by something going out past the horizon and disappearing, going downward. Okay.
The higher up, the farther away the horizon. Flat earthers try to explain this phenomenon away in a few ways. Some claim that the ships aren't actually hidden by the curve, they are just at the limits of our ability to see them, and if you zoom in, they come back into full view. But whenever they try to demonstrate this, they use a boat that is near the horizon, but not beyond it, like this one. Notice, he did not show a boat that was hidden at the bottom. This is just a blatantly wrong example to use. I don't know how they think this explains anything. The examples they use are always not beyond the horizon, but near it, or right at it.
Right, so they try to debunk the fact that things that go past the horizon, alright, don't disappear, therefore proving that the Earth is not round. Okay? But you notice that this boat right here that they was zooming in on was right on the horizon. But notice how as he zooms back away from the boat, that thing gets smaller and smaller. Okay?
To show the effect, you have to show up.
See, you damn near can see the boat now. Alright? Now, if that was like a huge cruise liner, it probably would have the same effect. But you probably would see a little bit more of it. You understand? Because it's bigger.
Boat partially obscured by the horizon, like this, not this. Some will show a boat in choppy seas and claim that the swells are causing the obscuring of the bottom of the boat. But again, that's a bad example to use. Do you think there are swells big enough to hide half of this cruise ship? Also, you will need a clear day and one without extreme cold. Cold air near the water can create a number of different mirage effects because the temperature differences actually bends the light.
And you know, these flat earthers, they'll use the mirage excuse to say, well, you're not really seeing the boat go down, you're just seeing a mirage. Well, let's get back to this video, man.
You can usually tell when this is happening, and it only happens in certain conditions. Also, the sun and moon rising and setting beyond the horizon perfectly shows that the Earth is curved.
Alright.
Alright. And if the Earth was a ball, I believe, me personally, would believe it looks something like this. Just how you see this description in this picture right here. Okay? You see how the lake is in the shape, the seas is in the shape of a circle in the land. Alright? Because the shape of the, the land and the seas is a circle, man. The scriptures tell you that. Okay? And it tell you that.
Because it's round. That's why it says it's a circle.
But it has a firmament on top of it.
tell you when King James. All right, let me get it real quick. Book of Amos. Book of Amos, man. Amos chapter 9, verse 6 says, "It is he that buildeth his stories, okay, in the heaven, and hath founded his troop in the earth. He that calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth." Now, some of y'all get that right there, face of the earth, mixed up. Okay, face of the earth does not imply that the earth is flat. Okay, because if I say I'm gonna come across your face with a tomahawk, does that mean your head is flat? Nah, it doesn't mean that your head is flat. I'm just saying I'm gonna come across your face. Your face is the surface of your head. Okay, your face is the surface of your head, but if I come across your face, the surface of your head, that does not mean that the earth is flat or your head is flat. Okay? Now your head is round. I'm just coming across your face, the surface of your head, with a tomahawk. You see what I'm saying? So y'all get that mixed up, man. Y'all get that confused. All right. When you read face of the earth, that's not implying that the earth is flat. Okay. But back to the point I wanted to make. It says, "It is he that buildeth the stories." Okay. When you look at that word "stories" in your King James, you got a footnote for that word "stories." It's a footnote, letter K. Or it might be another letter. Well, I got two. I got a K and an L. The K, the footnote, letter K says spheres. Okay, so you replace that word "stories" with spheres. Okay, it's talking about the planets. Okay, Amos 9 and 6 again. "It is he that buildeth his planets," or his spheres, "in the heaven." The heaven, the second heaven, man. What do you have in the second heaven? You got planets. You got spheres in the second heaven, man. You can look it up for yourself, man. In the King James Version Bible. We ain't dealing with no Quran. None of that BS. Okay, we seeking out of the book of the Lord, like the scriptures say. Alright? "It is he that buildeth his stories, his spheres, in the heaven, and hath founded his troop in the earth. He that calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. The Lord is his name." Yahweh. Okay? So yeah, the earth is round, man.
Dome, which is how you would see in this picture. And no man has went outside the firmament dome. All right.
He now watch what scripture he used. Okay, that scripture is not talking about that. But listen,
the scriptures tell you only he that dwell above the heavens may understand what's above the heavens. All right. So if you're looking at the heathens to get your understanding about outer space, then
well, first of all, if it wasn't for the heathen, you wouldn't be entertaining this thought of the earth being flat. Okay, because the heathens, a man by the name of Rob Skibbo came with this flat earth BS. So you're entertaining the heathens as well, man. If you're gonna try to say that about brothers who believe the earth is round, then you're doing the same thing. Okay, so wipe the speck out your own eye.
You bugged out. The scriptures tell you learn not the way of the heathen and be not dismayed.
So you learning the way of the heathen by listening to what the heathen say about the earth being flat. Are you not listening to what they've been saying about the earth being flat? This thing been going on for a while now, and brothers is now just kind of, well, they've been latching onto it, but it's getting out of hand. You dudes is just like, You know, y'all swallow anything down hook, line, and sinker, man. You know, y'all love taking the bait. How you gonna let the white man tell you about something that the Most High gave you to inherit? He gave you the earth to inherit, and you gonna believe his ass about what the earth is. You gonna entertain his doctrine of the earth being flat. All right.
Signs of heaven, but the heathen are dismayed at them. The heathen get, you know what I'm saying, scared and bugged out when they see stuff in the heavens. And they put all type of titles and madness on them, man.
So Esau never went to the moon? What about Obadiah? Though thou set thy nest among the stars, from thence will I bring thee down. Oh, he gonna say, no, the moon is inside the dome. Right? That's what he gonna say. The sun and the moon is within the dome. Right? That's what they gonna say. There is no dome, man. The sky is an atmosphere. There's a sphere around the earth. I just show you the shape of a sphere, man. I read to you Amos 9:6, where the word stories means sphere when you look at the footnote. Okay? But he gonna say, the sun and the moon is inside the dome. There is no dome, man. If the sky is called the atmosphere, which is a sphere around the earth, then that would be a lie, man. The dome would be half a sphere. Okay, you got images of the flat earth being a dome. That would not even be accurate according to what the scientific term of atmosphere would be considered. You see what they got here? Look at this. They got a dome over a flat surface. But this is supposed to be the atmosphere. That's not an atmosphere. That's half of a sphere, man. That's a dome. So the term atmosphere would be incorrect according to your logic. All right, according to this flat Earth model right here. Okay. The Earth is a sphere, man. It ain't no dome with a flat surface at the bottom. Alright, that's you guys are bugged out. Alright. But he gonna tell you what the moon and the sun is inside of the dome. Going around. Hold on. You telling me the earth would be like this right here?
The flat earth. And the rising and setting is due to them coming in and out of...
You see how the sun going around and the moon inside? Well, if this is how the sun and the moon rotate around the earth on a flat earth plane, well, how do you explain a solar eclipse? Okay, because if the sun continually to go around the edges of this flat earth, then when at any time does, like, for example, when the solar eclipse came in August 21st, it went across the United States, right? Let me just
to perspective, as explained, and I use the term loosely, in the...
Now, you see how the sun going around like that? Now it's going counterclockwise. But hold on August 21st, the sun came across the United States like that. Right? You see where my arrow going? Came across like that. From Oregon, Washington State, all the way down to South Carolina. It went across the United States. Now, how do you explain a solar eclipse with the moon coming in front of the sun, coming between the earth and the sun? Alright, with this model right here. With this flat earth model. Because the sun is going counterclockwise. When the solar eclipse happened, it went the other direction. Okay? So you guys ain't making no sense, Pete.
Coming in and out of view due to perspective. As explained, and I use the term loosely, in this clip from Flat Earther P. Brain.
So that doesn't make no sense. The sun is going around the edges then it's impossible to have a solar eclipse to occur at any time in history. These flat earthers have not come up with a logical explanation to explain a solar eclipse. If they did, I want to see it. Alright?
And come with myths and fables.
Yeah, and this is one of them. You ain't seeing that. I don't know why.
Alright, and like, no one ever went down to hell. Okay, the Most High clearly tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like he asked Job that, man. So like, nobody knows what's, inside.
So if nobody went into hell, does that mean people don't die and go to hell? Or are you just implying that people never been down physically?
Earth, really? Because nobody really been there. All right? But what we've been told through the scriptures, all right? It's like, no, man hasn't went into the second heavens, to see the shape of the planet, man. All right? They haven't.
But then you can't say that the earth is flat then. If nobody went up to heaven, nobody can see whether the earth is flat or round. So you cutting yourself. Okay.
Left the second heaven and went and been able to see the shape of the planet. The Most High said they can't even measure the earth, man. Okay? So like, stop going for these pump fakes from these damn magician, wizard, scientists, man. Alright, that damn madness. Alright? Scripture says flesh and blood cannot enter into the kingdom of the Most High Yahweh, man.
That ain't even talking about going up to the second heaven, man. Let's get that. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 50. Now I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Okay? This is what Paul was talking about. He's talking about your carnal nature. You cannot get into the kingdom, okay, with a fleshly mentality. Okay? If that were the case, why is it when the resurrection takes place, our body's going to be redeemed and renewed, and then we're going to be able to get into the kingdom then? Okay? And not only that, the kingdom is coming on earth. So the flesh and blood that cannot enter the kingdom of God is the flesh and blood that's going to be inherited upon the earth, man. So it's not in any way implying that you cannot go up to the second heaven. If that's the case, then that cuts Obadiah. Alright? So flesh and blood entering into the kingdom or inheriting the kingdom is not talking about going into the second heaven, man. I don't know where you're getting that from.
Alright? So like, you can't go to the second heaven with a spirit, with a carnal body, or an astronaut suit, man, or a damn spaceship. Spaceships can't go in the second heaven, man. Flesh and blood cannot enter into the kingdom of Yahweh, man.
Hold on.
Person that they hear is that these beings, a lot of different beliefs, kind
looking
lost
at
or something. And some people think that
of
planet
UFOs,
and
what you're seeing is outer space footage of UFOs.
solar system. It's very clean. Debris and gases and things in our solar system. It's a very interesting thing that we live in.
But check this out. You're gonna see this circular chariot appear, and it's gonna disappear right next to the satellite. Alright, you're gonna see it right in the corner. But you're gonna see the earth. You're gonna see the earth with a curve in it at the same time. Watch.
Is actually called clean space, meaning there aren't really a whole lot of debris and gas.
See that chariot right there? It appeared and then it's gonna disappear. But you see the earth right here in the background. You see the curve in it? Okay. This is the satellite right here on the left. But look at this chariot.
A whole lot of debris and gases and things in our solar.
See, it just came out of there and came out of nowhere, man.
Our solar system. Really a whole lot of debris and gases and things in our solar system. It's very clean. But the solar systems that are around us are filled with very dangerous gases, and they're filled with strange anomalies.
And that's you see the background, man? That's the curve of the earth, man. Come on. What you talking about, man? The earth flat. It's bugged out, man. I need to continue with this shit here, man. But yeah, I'm closing out, man. Alright? Peace and blessings to the elect. The hopeful elect. Alright, you ain't deceived in these last days. Okay, by every wind of doctrine. Alright, with that, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and all praises, glory, honor, and thanksgiving to Yahweh, Shema Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.